Moving on to number 4, it hurts. It hurts. A woman's body is complicated, and there are quite a few real medical conditions that make penetrative sex uncomfortable or even painful. This is actually an inevitability for those women who reach menopause and choose not to go on hormone replacement therapy, because what happens is that the lack of estrogen causes significant changes down there to the tissues. It thins them out. It makes them more fragile, easier to tear. Everything becomes dry. And remember, once you hit menopause, there's no testosterone, so there's nothing mentally triggering her to have sexual desire at all. So when she shows up for her husband out of duty, now it hurts. And despite the fact that this can absolutely be prevented, only 5% of menopausal women have gone on HRT, which means that if you look around in public at all the couples walking around and there's a woman who's 50 years old or older, there's a 95% chance that their sex life is non-existent. And because of that, it's likely that the man is suffering inside in silence, trying to be supportive and understanding of his wife during this change to her life, while his body and his desire for his wife is as strong as ever. But menopause isn't the only reason why this can happen. Even in younger women, there's other medical issues like PCOS or bladder issues, many of these things that can happen after the delivery of children. There's just a whole host of potential problems that can cause pain in that area, making any kind of activity in the general area out of bounds. And no man wants to hurt his wife, so what do you do? What do you do as a couple when penetration is painful? Does this just mean that you accept things as they are? No. You don't just say, oh, guess this is my plight in life. That's not the right response. Once again, the reality is a woman who prioritizes her husband will do whatever she needs to do to keep her man sexually satisfied, whether that is short term, while treatment is sought to rectify the reason this is happening, while at the same time finding alternative means to intimacy. Because sex doesn't always have to involve his member. Yeah, you have hands and a mouth and other body parts that are really fun, okay? Your body's a wonderland. Who was the singer that sang that song? Your body's a wonderland. Yeah, I won't torture you with my singing. But yeah, so if you think that penetration is the only way to do sex, like you need to expand your sexual horizons. Like there's a whole broad as a scope of what intimacy can be, which you should be doing anyway, because you don't want to be doing the exact same things every time. Like that would get old and stale and boring. And I've actually had this conversation with Michael. Like, what would I do if for whatever reason I could no longer have sex with him? And I thought about it, and I thought, well, it wouldn't be fair to him. Like he would still have sexual needs. How would I take care of it in other ways? But that's kind of like next level, wanting to engage, not necessarily only for your benefit, but really getting a deep sense of profound enjoyment and satisfaction in knowing you're taking care of your man.